Slithering, I'm creeping. Oh, your love, I need it. Whispering your ears, full of all my secrets. Wanna wrap myself around you, so you know I'm in control. Cut all your circulation, if you try to let me go. Gonna climb up on your body, get a hand up on your soul. Baby, just watch the show. Baby, just watch the show. Oh, watch me. Oh, changing to the night. Oh, watch me. Oh, chase you from the light. Watch me change into the night, the darkest corner of my mind, where I might hold you for a while, and you can look me in the eyes and watch me. Oh, watch me. Oh, watch me.
Okay, guys. So, welcome, Christian Frederic. Everyone, give Christian a round of applause. So, guys, Christian is just going to introduce himself to you guys. So, yeah, the floor is yours.
Well, as Keeks has already told you guys my name. My surname is Frederic. You've definitely seen me on some of his vlogs before this, where I very ambitiously claimed that I was going to be a bodybuilder, which is obviously not true, as I'm stuck in Spain for myself at the moment. Yeah, that's about it. Apparently, we're going to be discussing some fitness things today. So, Keeks is going to, I'm assuming, lead us off for the rest of the conversation.
Hectic. The audio is a bit shaky, though. Let me just quickly sort this out. Okay, so basically what's going to happen, guys, is Chris is going to bring about a few topics that we want to speak about regarding the myths of the fitness industry and the bodybuilding world. So I'm going to allow Chris to give us a few topics on what to speak about, and then we're going to address it. And then hopefully this is something that you guys have heard in the past or that you want to get addressed as well. So we're going to make sure we answer this in the most correct manner we can. And just a disclaimer, this is something that we've learned over the past 4 years of training, and it's just what we've learned personally. So you don't have to take this as a straight up fact. You can take this as some advice and guidance for your fitness journeys as well. Without further ado, Chris, you are more than welcome to start up the conversation.
Yeah, so as Keeks said, this is all a matter of personal opinion based on things we have learned, a matter of personal opinion and also science. So I think a good thing to start us off with is spot reduction. I mean, a lot of new beginner trainers, people that start training and stuff, you want to make a certain body part.
Yeah.
You want to make a certain body part ripped. First of all, there's no such thing. Spot reduction is not a thing. If you're doing abs, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to build muscles on your abs. But in terms of losing body fat in that specific area, it's not true. The only way to get abs is to be on a proper diet.
Oh, as you said about the abs, you can't. I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, "How do I lose my stomach?" It's like you can't lose your stomach. It's about losing body fat as a whole in your whole entire body. It's about lowering your body fat, because all in all, when you lower your body fat, obviously your abs will show more, because obviously you have less fat. Training abs quite often, obviously, as Chris said, won't lead to having a six-pack unless you eating in a certain way where you're eating in a calorie deficit and you're losing weight, and that in turn will make your abs pop. So it's not about just training abs and eating a whole bunch of junk. For 99% of the world's population, it doesn't really work like that.
All the gents and ladies that ask me, how do you get abs? Abs are made in the kitchen. You don't train abs and get abs. That's not how it's done. So a lot of people ask me, Chris, how do you get ripped? Chris, how did you do your cuts? This and that and whatever nonsense. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you burn more calories than you're putting into your body, you're going to lose fat regardless.
Yeah.
If you're eating, I mean, it's not the right way to do it. If you're eating a certain amount of calories per day of just chocolates, and you're burning more than that calorie count that you're taking in, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
But it's obviously the better the quality you're taking into your body, the better quality your body's going to put out.
Right.
If you're taking in a calorie intake of like 1,400, 1,500 calories a day for a smaller person, for example, and you're burning 1,550. You're burning 50 calories more than you're taking in. In turn, that is going to start burning fat because your body is going to start taking your fat and start using that as energy, and that's how you're going to burn fat. But
Exactly.
doing an excessive amount of cardio will never help you lose fat because you can't outrun a bad diet.
It doesn't matter whether you're eating like pizza or like burgers and stuff like that. It's like a calorie is a calorie. So a lot of people when they want to bulk and get bigger, they'll lean towards the cleanest foods and like like the broccoli, the chicken. They'll lean to those clean foods in order to see good gains. That's actually the way to go because you want to obviously be healthy. You want to get your greens in. You want to get like you want to get all these nice macronutrients and micronutrients in. But it's going to be very difficult to do that if if your appetite's weak. My appetite is horrible. I can't eat a lot of food. So what I tried to do was I made sure that I was eating calorie dense foods. So any foods that have like an immense amount of calories in, I made sure that I'm eating those. So like rice is a good example, especially like white rice for me. I dig white rice. I made sure that I was taking advantage of the fast foods. I made sure that I was, making
chunks of bread, anything that's carbs. I mean,
any
carbs are
carbs.
calorie dense.
Exactly, tons of carbs, tons of like bread, pasta. Like I would eat anything that was calorie dense. I'm not saying that you need to eat all junk food and stuff to gain weight, and eating clean is not good. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. What I'm trying to say is you need to incorporate some of the calorie dense foods in your diet in order to see massive growth if your appetite is not up to scratch. Personally, for me, eating a lot of food is tough. So for all the skinny guys out there that actually want to gain weight, look more towards eating in a calorie in a calorie surplus, which we'll get into now. We'll explain what calorie surplus is now. That's one of the tips that I have for you guys. Make sure you eat calorie dense foods if you want to see rapid growth.
So I think just going off what Keek said, since we're on the topic of diets and whatever, the basic thing, if you're trying to get lean, which we call cutting in the bodybuilding term, or toning down, which a lot of people also talk about, but we'll speak about that now. Just getting lean in general, you're gonna opt towards more quality foods, less calorie dense, as Keek was explaining.
Yeah.
And obviously switching from having physical drinks and a whole bunch of rubbish to a good old H2O. It's very free out of tap, cheapest, quickest.
If you want to lose weight, right? In order to lose weight, you have to eat in the calorie deficits. So eating in a calorie deficit means that you're eating less calories that your body burns. So it doesn't matter what you're eating throughout the day. If you're eating less than what your body burns, you're going to lose weight for that day. If you're eating in a calorie maintenance, which means that you're going to stay at this, which ultimately means you're going to stay at the same weight.
You're burning what you're eating.
You're burning what you're eating. Exactly. And it's literally going to like stay. It's going to stay in the same position, which means that you're obviously going to stay the same weight. If you're eating in a calorie surplus, that means that you're gaining more weight, which means that you're eating more calories than your body burns. So that's something I had to learn. That's something Chris also learns, that you need to eat enough food in order to see rapid size growth and all that stuff. So yeah, that was a difficult pill to swallow because I would always train and then not eat properly and then wonder why am I not growing? And then doing research over the years, this is what I found. And so it's a very vital piece of information that you guys need to read up on. There's a lot of apps that you guys can use, including MyFitnessPal. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is don't waste your time. Try and find out exactly how many calories you need throughout the day, whether it's in a deficit, whether it's in a surplus or a maintenance, in order to reach your specific goals.
If you guys do ever need advice on dieting, I mean, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not qualified of any sort, but I do have, I can definitely give you advice on what worked for me on information I've gained. So I mean, in terms of cutting, I think I know some things. I definitely know the basics to it. And in terms of bulking, I mean, Keegan, it's all he does. So I mean, you can ask him about bulking.
So as Chris said, any help you guys need, don't be shy to slide into our DMs or message us on WhatsApp or whatever. Just to get some guidance, because obviously we can't fit everything into this video.
Hopping on to another thing, I'm assuming Keegan has a lot of girls following him as well and watching his videos, as I would expect. So to any of our lady listeners out there that are interested in fitness and stuff and that just haven't had the motivation to start gymming or whatever, because they think if you start lifting something, you're just going to become like a monster of freak of nature. Guys, it's not going to happen, I promise you. Gymming for a woman is completely different to gymming for a man, because a woman's body naturally is not, it doesn't produce testosterone as much as a guy's body would. So naturally, you're not going to become like Godzilla if you start picking up a weight.
For the guys as well. Every guy, well, some guys that I meet say to me that they don't want to get too big. If I had that option to be like a bodybuilder, I would take it. You need to work. You need to work extremely hard in order to reach those goals.
There's different ways to building the body. So you don't just gym and get big.
Yeah, you don't just walk past the gym, drink a protein shake, go in there, lift a few dumbbells, and think, I don't want to get too big, because if I lift these dumbbells now, I might get too big. My arms might get a bit too wide, and it doesn't work like that. You go to the gym, you work hard, you eat enough food. That's how you grow. It's not like there's no in between about that. Like weightlifting for ladies, it's like the best. Really, I don't know if you've also. I've got a few friends who.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I've got a few friends who really enjoy weightlifting, and it just makes them look and it makes them feel good.
We can offer to some supplements, because I mean that's something I've been asked about countlessly.
Okay.
What supplements do I use? Supplements are cool, but you don't need them. Supplement literally means supplementation. So you're replacing something that's already natural. So if you're having a protein shake, you're replacing a piece. This is gonna rhyme. It's like eating a piece of steak, but now you're just having it in liquid form because it's easy. You're supplementing that piece of meat for an easier form of that. But if you are looking into doing something like that, your basics would be protein shake, creatine. That's about it. And creatine, really, really good supplements. I started using this about a year into my gymming, and I saw major results. And obviously, anyone that's heard of creatine knows there's a lot of controversy about it, a lot of misconceptions that creatine somehow is a steroid or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not the case. Creatine is a very natural supplement. You get creatine in steak, you get creatine in fish. The only problem is if you're going to try and get 5 milligrams, which is a recommended dosage of creatine, a piece of meat or something. Yeah, I think 5 grams is the recommended dosage.
Yeah, 5 grams, yeah.
So now if you're trying to get 5 grams in a piece of meat, you're going to be eating like 3 kgs of meat just to get the same amount of creatine.
Exactly.
Which is, unless you have a really like monster appetite, that's going to happen. But if you don't, obviously you can't do that. So then again, my word supplementation is coming to play. So that's why you have the creatine supplement.
Mostly 5. I just take 5 grams a day.
And any time of the day. You don't need it before the gym, after the gym, before you sleep, any time of the day. Your body's going to have a creatine storage anyway.
Exactly. 5 grams a day, every morning for the rest of your life. Just take it. Just do it. There's no reason not to take creatine. There's no need for whey protein. There's no need for creatine. There's no need for glutamine. There's no any supplements out there. The only reason people take supplements is to help them basically, obviously, as Chris said, get the protein in that they didn't get in throughout the day, or take creatine in order to just see that extra bit of push in strength. And even that is a bit minor. It might not even be the case, but sometimes it does. It does give you that extra bit of energy and drive. But it's not anything big. It's not. That's why people get it messed up. They think it's a steroid because it helps you crazy amount of strength. But 5 grams a day, every single morning for the rest of your life. Do it. It really does work. Just make sure you're drinking enough water.
Keegan brought up a thing called the anabolic window. You want to speak about that?
So if you drink a protein shake after your workouts, that's fine, because that's ultimately kind of what everyone wants to do. They want to drink a protein shake after their workout because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel recovered. If you go on saying that drinking a protein shake within the 30-minute window period after your workout is going to help you gain the protein faster, or if you don't drink it after the 30 minutes, within the 30 minutes, then you're not going to see the gains. Then
that is useless information. I don't know who told you guys that.
There's no such thing as an anabolic window, because also your body doesn't understand when you've finished working out. Because I can go lift weights and I can have a hectic workout, and then I can be finished with my workout. But then that doesn't mean that my body thinks, oh, okay, so I'm finished now with my workout. So you have 30 minutes to drink protein, or else you're going to be small for the rest of your life. It doesn't work like that, because I can be walking downstairs and stuff, and my body thinks, oh, I'm still working out. So you see what I'm saying?
So if you're depleting your glycogen, that is obviously what you would like to replace directly after your gym session. And then getting glycogen, it's made as a form of carbs. So, I mean, any form of carb, sugar, whatever, that's where your glycogen comes from. That's what it essentially gets made into. Your muscles store glycogen, and that is what you use during your gym session. That's what your body's going to use to burn energy. That's what you need to replace, not protein, because that doesn't make sense. If you have regular protein, you're completely sorted. But your first thing after gym, best advice would probably be to replace your glycogen. So by eating something small like a protein bar with sugar on, or a little rice cake with peanut butter or something like that, something small to replace your glycogen.
You don't have to consume protein straight after your workout. It doesn't work like that. As Chris said, it's glycogen that you need to replenish after you've demolished your muscles. So in order to replenish that glycogen, you need to eat food. It doesn't matter what
some form of carb.
Some sort of carbs. Yeah.
Chow 2 rice cakes with peanut butter on after the gym session. That will be more beneficial to you. It's not going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
But that is going to be more beneficial to you than having a protein shake.
Oh yes.
Or maybe having a protein shake that has higher carbs than protein. That would also make sense. So then jumping onto our last points, the people that are going to start gymming now, anyone that's lacked motivation in the past and is finally going to give this a go, and I think quarantine is the best time, even at this home workouts.
Yeah.
Guys, don't expect results in the first month. It's not going to happen. Don't expect your muscles to just shoot up.
Yeah.
So I mean, best advice is just try and stay consistent. Train 3 to 5 times a week when you're starting off. And I think the best time measure is after 90 days. If you look every 90 days, you're going to see results. But if you're looking at yourself once a week and saying, listen, I'm not getting results, I'm going to be demotivated, it's not the way to do it. I think set yourself a goal every 90 days just to track your progress in terms of weights, in terms of if you want to measure your biceps, you can try to grow that, or just measuring your waist if it's decreasing in size, whatever. 90 days is a really, really good benchmark to do so.
We realized that consistency is the only way to do it. So we just pushed and pushed and pushed, and we let this become something that we enjoy, and we let this become like a massive hobby to us. And this is something like a passion.
Just to finish off this conversation, for anyone that's going to go ahead with this or that's been doing this for a while that might be demotivated, I'm going to use my one friend, Keegan's one friend, Gert Dievenwagen. If you're watching this, shout out, bro. That actually got extremely demotivated. And I mean, this guy's he showed a lot of results, but he's gotten very demotivated. And he asked me, Chris, how do you stay motivated? This guy's using steroids and I'm working this hard, but he's only been gymming for a month. And how do you stay motivated through these things? And I mean, the most important thing is, first of all, don't compare your progress and your successes to another guy, especially if he's taking a different path than you. If this oak's using steroids and you're doing it naturally, you can't compare your growth to his, because he's doing something differently than you are. And also your genetics are going to be completely different to the oaks next to yours. So if Keegs is growing quicker than me, I can't be demotivated because I'm working as hard as him, but I'm not growing as quick as him. Yeah. It might just be a genetic difference or something that his body might be responding differently to, or he might be eating differently, or he might be training differently.
And remember progressive overload as well. Progressive overload, which means getting stronger in the gym each week, each month, making sure that you're making progressive overload on the compound movements, bench, squat, deadlift, any type of lifts you do in the gym. Make sure that you're getting stronger. Make sure you're not staying at the same weight the whole time.
Yeah.
Obviously, go back to the light weights. Get the muscles pumping. Break the muscles down, but make sure that you're getting stronger and make sure that you are reaching the points where you are breaking the barriers of the weights, like going from 20 kgs to 24 kgs the next month, 20, maybe 25 the month after that. Small increments. Everyone give a round of applause to Chris.
Cool, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much if you've gotten this far, if you hadn't babbled your ears up already, thank you very much for supporting Keegan's channel, whatever or not. And if you guys do need any more advice regarding anything we've spoken about, we might have skipped on some points. We are nervous teenagers, right? So we might have not projected everything the correct way. But if there's any topic you guys are concerned about, send me a message, send Keegs a message. We'll be happy to help you as far as we can when we actually have time to think about what we're saying.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to me, for giving me the opportunity, and
No worries. I was going to say we're going to have a part 2 on this because there's a lot of things we also need to still discuss. But
Yeah.
we just had to cram in a certain amount of things just so that we can get some points across, in this part 1 episode. So there will be a part 2 soon. Depending on
that you still need to answer.
yeah, depending on how many people will want to see it. So thanks guys again for tuning into this video. As Chris said, if you need any help, I'll put my Instagram. Wait. So if you see,
Down below,
we are more than willing to help because we didn't really have a lot of help back in the day. So we'd love to help you guys out and help you reach your goals. We aren't personal trainers, we aren't specialists in any of the stuff, but we've been through it all, personal experience. So yeah, just hit us up. And thanks Chris so much for joining us.
Shark, you guys. I appreciate it, bro.